Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from Jacksonville. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They run once more with McKinnon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 27. the ground. This is Leonard Fournette. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Let's go, let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
McKinnon. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. Come on, fellas, here we go. 21, 21.
Here again is McKinnon. Now the ball comes loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first. '49ers with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Garoppolo on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Set. Green 80.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Again, it's Fournette. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kwan Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They run it with McKinnon. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Myles Jack can just flat out cover. Doesn't matter who's out there, and he can do it really well in man. How about what he just did there in zone, though? Eyes in the right place, saw where the ball was going, reacted appropriately, and knocked it away.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. And the Niners move the chains as Garoppolo hooks up with Taylor. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Hey, come on, come on, come on. 21, 21. White.
To throw is Garoppolo. Screen play, McKinnon. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. The linebacker, Telvin Smith, able to get a hand on it there.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
The Niners on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Garoppolo looks to throw once more. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? And maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Malcolm Smith there for the stop.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. Now a play fake here on first down. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Bortles now to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here we go.
On third and long, it's Bortles. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 23 yards on the play. On first and 10, here's Bortles. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Here we go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Shotgun now for Bortles. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, come on. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Garoppolo, a final shot here before half. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked out by Jalen Ramsey. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Here we go.
The pitch to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Here we go. Move.
Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he stopped immediately there. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Set. 380. Lucy.
They do go for it. It's Bortles. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Move. Screen inside.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And they'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Bortles to the former Jet, Safarian Jenkins for the Jags' 1st down. A handoff to Fournette. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Set. Green 80. Hey, spread left. Spread left. Green inside.
Here's a give to Fournette. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Green 80. 11B. Green inside.
They'll go for it. It's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Bortles now on 1st down. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Trips left. Green 80. Green 80. He's crashed. He's checking crash. Move. Green inside.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. Fournette fighting through. And the broken tackle helps lead to a 1st down gain. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Spread right, 72. 372. Green inside.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And down inside the 15 he goes. Bortles now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. And they ran.
And we'll get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds McKinnon complete. And he's into the clear. Touchdown, 49ers. Jerick McKinnon, 75 yards. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
Here we go.
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Reuben Foster able to drop him for a loss of 4. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Bortles got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quran Williams. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium. And, Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, Hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Toss play to McKinnon. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Now McKinnon. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This from 54 yards away. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. So points so crucial in a tight game like this, but this kick off the goalpost, and that'll keep the score right where it is.
Yeah, it wouldn't have made this a 2-score game, but any cushion this late definitely would have helped. Now they need to ask their defense for another stop, and that's going to require some work.
And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. A tackle that time by Akello Witherspoon.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Hey, spread left. Spread left. Move.
Fournette. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They keep it with Fournette on 1st down. Flashy little move, but unable to reach the 40. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this.
Here we go, here we go. Spread right, 72. Move.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time on the clock.
Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the 49ers are going to get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Garoppolo to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play. A turnover forced, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Back to throw. And bringing it in, this is Selleck over the middle. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Garoppolo now. 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13, the 40, the 30, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick six right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Telvin Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. They give it, and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. They'll run with Fournette, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Lee. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Dumps it off to Fournette, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the 4th quarter.